Okay, let's take a look at our situation here. I don't want to go to the Ur-Rat space yet. It's mainly because we don't have a good way to fighting them. If we get stuck in their midst, we need something to get rid of their ships. Problem there is they're cloaked, so none of our weapons track, and if we get close enough where they're decloaked, they'll be shooting at us. And the range is very close. We do have a few options which we haven't actually visited at all. I think Thraddash might be a good option. They're living in the Draconis cluster, so that would be here somewhere. Yeah, Draconis. So let's fly out. We could also go and buy some more fuel. Don't strictly speaking need it, but we have spent quite a bit of it already, what we had, so it wouldn't hurt us to get some more. We, at the same time, can empty the cargo hold. Maybe go exchange things for yeah, that should be where the... No, we don't need to go there. The reason we don't need to go here for the Melnorme is because we have a caster. Yeah.
This very morning, I was just saying to subordinate Ochre, "Fee, fi, fo, fum, I smell the feet of a human." We laughed and laughed. What a synchronicity. Now, what can we do for you today? What would the three?
Okay, we have quite a bit of credits. Yeah, we'll...
What trade items would you like to buy?
Information.
How wonderful, Captain.
Okay, information about current events.
Ur-Quan, who live in the Aquarii constellation, have grown very depressed of late. They accidentally broke the supposed Ur-Quan sold to them by the felonious Druge. As a consequence, they are morose and melancholic, and will probably be unwilling to help you fight the Ur-Quan. If you wish to gain them as allies, we recommend that you acquire the broken Ur-Quan, as if it ever worked, and find some suitable replacement parts. Our information indicates that you could find these items in 3 different places. A rosy sphere at the Druge trade world, an aqua helix somewhere in Thraddash space, and a clear spindle which is currently in the possession of the Peacock. Captain, that was the last current event we have for sale.
Okay, I'm not gonna buy historical information for now, so we'll leave it that for some other time.
What else would you like to buy?
Yeah, we'll be leaving now.
It has been.
So, we now know what the clear spindle is for. It's a repair part for the Ur-Quan. One pieces with the Druze and one is with the Thraddash. So we might as well go with the Thraddash, see what we can get out of them. We also know that they respect power, so we have to fight them if we want their help. Yeah, we'll already spent more than half of our fuel storage.
Ah, Captain, I'm glad you're back.
Yeah. Minerals.
Good work, Captain.
Okay, scientists analyze what I have acquired since my last visit.
The analysis reads as follows. Subject, clear spindle device. Data, the object in question has no clear use or means of activation, but does have superconductive characteristics between 18 and 22 degrees centigrade. We suspect that it is a precursor manufacturer, but we cannot be certain without extended study. Summary, in all likelihood, this object is part of a larger device whose capabilities remain unknown. The next entry in the analysis is Subject Hyperwave Broadcaster, UMGA design. Data, this unit is capable of generating extremely intense hyperwave transmissions, though it is otherwise similar to our own casters. Summary, this thing would be great for practical jokes. She could scream boo from an orc cloud to scare the pants or whatever off of everyone in the system. If you used it in hyperspace, there's no telling who might hear you and come running. That's the end of our scientist's report. We shall await your return, Captain.
Okay, outfit starship and fuel. We weren't exactly low on fuel, but we're going on another extensive roam, so we might as well get some full tanks and let's depart. So, Thraddash. With our flagship, we shouldn't have problem finding them. And fight them we must. In any location close to Thraddash base, maybe that one. We know they're in the upper left corner, so we want the location somewhere near there. Yeah, very nice, very nice. Let's just fly here and see if their ships engage us. That might be a Ur-Quan ship, so I'm not gonna stop for it. If we meet ships now, they're likely to be more interesting ones. Okay.
So, what's this? An unknown alien species. How wonderful! Someone new to fight. We, the Thraddash of Culture 19, famous Ur-Quan combat droids, know well the value of a good fight. Either you win and prove your superiority, or you lose and are vanquished. If the vanquished is lucky, it may survive to learn an important lesson from its defeat. This is the way of the Thraddash. We fight and learn and improve. All other cultural schemes are inferior. This is a proven fact. What have you to say before we begin combat?
Thraddash of Culture 19, we sense a bit of hostility here. Why?
Hostility? Har, har, har. We are not hostile. Hostility is unwarranted aggression. If you want to know about hostility, let us tell you about Culture 12. Culture 12 was so hostile that while they were on their way to their first great battle, Jugka, the battle master, stepped on Nusko, the tactician's foot, causing him great pain. The annoyed Nusko turned on his battle master, Jugka, and sliced his body in half. This miffed Jugka's troops, who took it upon themselves to murder Nusko and his elite troops. The real trouble started when now dead Jugka's master sergeants, Mood and Put, started arguing about how to kill Nusko. Simple crucifixion or the slower lead tattoo technique. The argument was resolved when Mood and his 500 troops were slaughtered by Put and his gang. Well, this probably all would have gone down in history as a great day of learning for Culture 12, were it not for the surprise arrival of Culture 12's original enemy, the Yajag and his cronies, who wiped out Culture 12's army, thus beginning the long and glorious Culture 13. Now that's hostility. We, on the other hand, merely want to kill you.
Okay, what can you tell us about your species?
Talk, bah, talk is for sissies. Weaklings like those of Culture 14. For 10,000 years, we Thraddash have fought and died, learned and improved. Then, along came Culture 14, which claimed that all this perfect method was wrong. That each time we violently transformed to a new culture, we inevitably blasted ourselves back at least 500 years in development. Some people just cannot accept the cost of progress. Indeed, the foolishness of Culture 14's peaceful whining was revealed when they were conquered by Culture 15 after only a 10-year reign. And did the change to Culture 15 set us back 500 years? No! 2, maybe 300 years tops. The short span of Culture 14's reign is objective proof that as a way of life, peace is a failure.
Okay, so violent rhino dudes, what more can you tell us about Culture 19?
What? More talk? It amazes me that you ever got out of the orbit of your home planet. Yak, yak, yak. Yammer, yammer, yammer. Very well, we will talk for a moment. Our Culture 19 is the most formidable ever to appear in Thraddash space. Admittedly, we said something similar about Culture 18, but it is true. With our rather swift defeat by the Ur-Quan and subsequent enslavement, we realized that it was time for a change. A new culture had to be established. So of course, we began a thermonuclear exchange to decide who would lead this new culture. We were all quite disappointed when the Ur-Quan in orbit above our home world launched waves of fighters who intercepted all our missiles. The Ur-Quan explained that slaves were not permitted to engage in such destructive conflicts. So my people, being superior, introduced a super lethal poison into our opponent's water and air, thus ending the conflict. The Ur-Quan were not particularly happy about this resolution, and killed all our leaders, which, under other circumstances, would have started a larger inter-Thraddash war. But the Ur-Quan appointed new leaders, apparently chosen at random, and explained that further disobedience would result in the destruction of our species. Frustrating, huh?
I really like these guys. Oh. Of course we started a thermonuclear exchange. Yeah, naturally. You mentioned the Ur-Quan. What is your relationship? Well, we know, but we'll ask anyway. I'm sure he'll get sick of us asking questions all the time.
A foolish question. We are their slaves, dope. What else would we be? When the Ur-Quan first appeared in our space, over 50 years ago, coming from the direction of the Ophiuchi stars, we attacked them with gusto, zipping in to fire our Mark 6 blasters, and then theoretically zipping back out to prepare for another attack run. Unfortunately, before we could zip out, our ships were either blasted to smithereens by the Ur-Quan's fusion bolts or were picked apart by the swarms of Ur-Quan fighter vessels. You may wonder why we didn't use our afterburners to escape. The answer is simple. 50 years ago, our ships had not yet been modified for this enhancement. It was not until 2143 that maintenance engineer Rion invented the afterburner effect. When he accidentally stuck his cigar in the aft fuel valve of the ship he was working on, waboom! The ship took off like a farm out of hell, and Rion was fried to a crisp. Yes, we remember Rion with much fondness. Of course, we have refined the device, and now that our entire fleet has been fitted with the Rion afterburners, perhaps now the Ur-Quan will let us fight at their side as true battle thralls.
Yeah, why didn't you fight against the Alliance, and where are the Ur-Quan?
We wanted to. Oh, how we wanted to! After all, we were the first battle thralls the Ur-Quan enslaved in this part of space. We thought we had priority, but the Ur-Quan thought we were too weak to hold our own in the upcoming battles, so they left us here to guard the flank. If only we had been stronger and less troublesome. Another reason the Ur-Quan wouldn't take us with them was because we kept picking fights with the new battle slaves, like the Umdablabis or those religious idiots, the Ilrath. Where did they go, you ask? This is a secret, of course. We can't tell you. If we told you that they were fighting a secret war against a mysterious invader, you might find some way to use that information against our masters. So forget it. No secrets.
Yeah. Wish nothing from you save your friendship.
Perhaps after we have made you our slaves, we can accommodate your wishes. Until then...
You are strong, we like strong, we be friends now. Okay.
We are strong. You are weak. And we hate weak. We do not need weak friends. We only want slaves and teachers. Since you have nothing to teach us and refuse to be our slave, then you are our enemy. Such logic must be obvious even to a stupid being like yourself.
Yeah, your blustering does not impress me. We have requirements which you will fulfill now.
Yeah? What? You say what? Foolish, pitiful, small-headed being. We will destroy you and everybody on your ship.
Yeah, we have to engage their fleet to prove that we are strong. If we want to be their friends, and we do at the moment at least. These fights will be very short. They're actually not bad, but the tracking effect and high power of our weapons is too much of a powerful combo against them.
laugh. You are the least battle-worthy creature I've ever seen commanding a starship. We are the Ur-Quan fighting slaves of Culture 19. Please don't run away. We wish to be your species' new role models. Unfortunately, to do this, we may need to blast you into your component atoms.
Okay, we have a new Thraddash option. What has made you this way? Why are you so brutal?
Brutal? You don't know the meaning of brutal until you've heard the story of Culture 3. How brutal was Culture 3, you ask? Culture 3 was so brutal that they maimed, tortured, enslaved, and in general brutalized themselves. You see, Culture 2 had made a virtue of stoic resistance to pain, stubborn fortitude, that sort of thing. So when Culture 3 came around, they had a problem. How were they going to impress everyone as being even tougher? Their answer? They would arrive at a battle, stand on a tall hill where everyone could see them, and chop off one of their own limbs. Then they'd wave it around, screaming and shaking it at their enemies. It worked. It scared the hell out of their opponents. They ran like crazy. You could tell who was a real war hero back then by how few arms or legs he had left. War berets were quite different too. Instead of sturdy old warriors walking slowly past their reviewing stands, they tended to roll, and at a good clip too. To you, an inferior alien, this may seem bluntly stupid, the product of a sick, primitive society. You couldn't be more right. Culture 3 was, as you can well understand, only the third Thraddash culture, and was therefore far from the tempered perfection you have encountered here and now. We are strong.
Okay, we live in peace.
What? You leave before the lesson begins? We have so much to teach you. Let us show you just one thing. It's called the surprise attack.
Next, see if there are new dialogue options.
Attention, weak, ugly humans aboard that wallowing garbage scowl of a ship. Unless you are even more inferior than we believe, and that's hard to imagine. You already know who we are, the Thraddash of Culture 19. We are the original Ur-Quan fighting slaves, the cream of their elite forces, your instructors in the harsh realities of life. It is time for your next lesson.
Hey, what has made you this way? Why are you so brutal?
No, we will not answer any more of your foolish questions. Instead, you will answer our questions, such as who is responsible for those berserk red probes that keep attacking our ships. Are these devices your robot emissaries of death? No, don't answer. I can see it in your eyes. You've given it all away. I know the truth now. The only thing that confuses me is why do the probes approach from the direction of Vega?
Okay, I have secret weapons of great power. Submit or I shall evaporate your planet.
We like secret weapons. We will now give you the opportunity to give them to us.
Yeah, these aren't much of a fight. Your tactics aren't exactly compatible with our superior fighter power that track enemies. We'll wait. As long as there's new things to discuss, we'll wait.
Perhaps humans can fight after all. If our reports are accurate, we will test this hypothesis in the laboratory of life. In glorious battle! Your puny, inadequate weaponry is no match for the Thraddash Mark 6 blaster with its 4 megawatt energy discharge. Nor can your slow, bloated tubs compare to our flash turbo-boosted warships. We have nothing to fear, inferior aliens. You have once again intruded upon the territory of the Thraddash. This is a patrolled region of space. Your presence here is considered an act of war. How wonderful!
Select the brutality question again.
Back to the subject of the probes. We found one orbiting a strange planet in the Epsilon Draconis system. The planet causes our scanners to malfunction, producing a wildly colored image. The probes seem to be studying it. Is this true? Speak, human! Reveal the truth! Confess your crimes! Well, if you will not cooperate, we will have to extract the information from you in more painful ways. Then I guess we'll just be attacking you now.
Hey, we got the location of a rainbow world. So that's nice. Come on. Come on. This spin of victory. Maybe we should visit the rainbow world. Easy credits.
Inferior aliens, you have once again intruded upon the territory of the Thraddash. This is a patrol. Back to the subject, we found them.
And now it seems they repeat the same stuff.
We are strong. We. Then I guess we'll just.
Yeah, I think we'll have to find their homeworld. We have fought them enough, so now we can probably get something. Okay, what? Epsilon Draconis. Let's zoom a bit. Beta Draconis. Zeta. Xi. Kappa. Are these Draconis systems? No. Are you a Draconis system? Yes, you are. You are not.